Okay. It was your body, Yasayaba. We had a hitch from our first intro. Thankfully, it's been resolved. And you know, yeah, Samuel, no, now, ni nyinaa ne sɛ yɛkɔ Ukraine. Ukraine a yɛkɔ no, ɛyɛ deɛ nyinaa yɛnim sɛ ɛkɔ so ɛnɛ. Ɛyɛ Russia akɔ invade Ukraine. Ɛma ɛho nsɛm deɛ yɛn nyinaa yɛnim because you follow news ɛkɔ so from around the world. Now, for want of time, we would want to do this quickly. You heard the impact of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the impact on Ghana and the rest of the world. Yeah, me and if our line is so connected from Maryland as usual. Yeah, and if we are best science so I straight up in Ukraine. Yeah, ne abrante bi a over homody Ukraine. Ono so yɛne no atoa so ana afi mekyia
Major Solicitor
mo ho te sɛn wɔ Maryland
Nyame adaro ma ade me bɔkɔ bɔne bia ne
na bright ba jo teme nka
pa metunka
okay ede nyame ase Bright, what you 1 second and son your finance because only time. Ukraine at the same Mama Fonton can you say no kasa from Ukraine.
from me chia when he we see phone na any busia for the city
Okay, Right, the back up see it you.
Isiani de Yamia don Bibian see higher. For some of the cities are Mbe here no dear. Conflicting their cost of hobby. It's in Pioneer Bokeke, say Bibia switch to Betra and Tevna.
Okay, the back up who you can no best or Ukraine.
But Sisi and your friend is Dnipro.
Oh, Dnipro. I want someone who can cover what you are.
From any Derek Boateng, former Black Star player, Derek Boateng in a higher number.
Okay, hold on for us. Right now, you're not only time we are time now. Let him come out for it. And if you check it from there, near airport or Ukraine, as soon as I saw on Ghana and Ghana football in general.
Well, the cost of the honestly, no, they are a bit affecting Yasia Fanana because at the 4 Ebusian 4 Ukraine, but across like the whole world, be a representative of Ukraine. Omudia Kotre, Ebia, normal business life, almost a bubble near there, at least be a better the for. And sometimes we are saying, Nima. Maybe because you create the gun and he had the acquired one as a BOB acquired amount for just recently. My best friend Pam in Maryland, you're 90 for so many not none the junior brothers so Europe. It's in Comodium I Casaba Bo Honsamana or say the brother was Europe. What to cry only property and the brother and also. It's your friend, the brother, no son, crew also. Interestingly, also Tajikistan. And Tajikistan, so there, can we make us a Ghana ni ayadeo? And Ukraine for any popular country, no. Then what about Ukraine? Ukraine, the Ghana for especially a good school as students. Law, a doctrine, a engineering, and some almost a tumrikani at the boxing Ghana for Ukraine. So a concern, and especially a boss is there. At least where and Yahoo goes so, and easy say. Or Crusoe Nabi Okoso Kakobo Abrabo Sepo Daffy, or maybe Atwashe Croniswa, or more Etuto bomb. As I speak with you now, and may I check that as almost in about 50 in a room. So imagine, and you never know nearby bed ebe to us about and you know idea as if we a footballer ever had to training or ball uniama and koso and I don't know what the current situation concerning their football and as if their normal activities is going there, but I think say football they probably maybe any more some suspend or Ukraine be a soccer match some ball on there and teams will also fear say on call Ukraine some ball near there because Misa has not in a room maybe a play be crab it where the apple Fabina will be a cotton Misa been a cotty play be a Tony. It is a word concern very, very critical at this point. I say, yeah, Bompire say, peace process between a year Juma and Nasa unya deal we know every so. But say, yan son no entema near the Bebano and no she because according to Russia at the attentama a provoku and Crofoso. 1 year now we didn't want Jim. Sana yana Third World War the buyer. Now recently now we are now. There is a Third World War, but not quite say. I hear on economic and business aspect. You fact you too, but maybe a way. I will waiting. We who say more North Korea no can hook a crack, no tested nuclear bomb kakra, no they are shaky. We are saying I'm in a professional way, but as to say this time around, you know, Russia be invaded and also be Kobe criminal. I don't know the NCC. I will say, hey, I trigger. I this time then yeah. Economic and ABR threat to be from other aspect, but we wait to Mr. Sorry, Aqua Trash will be so. Don't want to say be a Ghana or oh, they say a country be so to have a Ghana for so. Those are the things that you hear. I bet me there about Russia on Crawford back on this issue, the same as Ukraine so on Crawford here on back on this issue. You know, young Mompire say United Nations, ever sorry, no matter serious a coalition or meet me, Ako ne Russia man Penia Casa. Na sebe troops of the Ukraine no when you mu in a free na ne asia ma omo yes ade no omo kana asumdwe apam so na yi etunto yi na enuanu akọ Ukraine say ekobobo omo ekotumika ekoboboxing omo ekosu ade obi activities inti a ode ko Ukraine no ontimi nya den enye no without fear or favor na say bibia ye den koso kama and I ade we there ombeso no enya ade betimi akwachi me ojidie plan say ombeso because since I no kase coronavirus crown yentimi so ano ama wiase na aye den aye basa hu ye ho ano na fe omumienu asan so de war asan so e de abepe so like say wiase ye koya na say ye ba enti no a critical situation it is man hwe no man so ano ntem near the war yi beka coronavirus so there any list to na just say ye wasem e bone po
and I say medical kase unimre. But
yeah,
who born a offer just before you get offer? If it's a situation, you know, impact on Ghana football in general, no.
Yeah. Ain't me affecting your football. The ain't me affecting because. Man, say be Antopano Togo and I be a Cote d'Ivoire and Nigeria, they are Nabia. But they make me so affected. Say, Ebia Ghana, Nibi or Ukraine in Bopa, Ebia Blasters, Behiano, and a 20 Behiana at this time. Now, say 24% quite monitoring for players. I'm going to call Ukraine because of this crisis. So, I know maybe I bet me a day in Yakakra, but as of now, so there, you said also Ghana, Nibi or Ukraine or Boba, 24 any sanity, maybe a honor. Page near okay kakra but yes also economic impact so there ebia na Ukraine kronum kra no Ghana ni bi so on mo obobo a ono na onya kakra e de be support efie ebo afie ekobasa na so no so sesi ana ye suspend am bo na akatua ne sikasam ya ene ade ekofoma and also the nya die bebre oman no in general say bi ono na busu for like bright enyako for instance ebia na busu for bo mo ofie no. At this time, name bad the own to me the engine said the first. No, yeah, so carbon take us a niska cry, Abia Usro, own to me carbon tea. No, I bet me there. I had Ghana for now, Okrum, but said, young football and Casa, you're born in the yard, bet me high.
And if you ever was now, yeah, Jow, and I have somebody a free hall. And to know me, I sure say, we will get you back when we have to get you back. And I say, have a good day. Okay, now, I don't feel. Ajima broadcaster why Jumana Kwachire Ghana ansa na ɔba America ha no na ɔwɔ Adom FM na sesei ana efi ɛwɔ Maryland ɛna yɛn ne di nkɔmɔ no from the journalist perspective with regards to nea ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Ukraine ɛna ɛsonsunsansoɔ on our football and in Ghana in general. Na yɛwɔ aberanteɛ bi a modi kan te ne kan yɛfrɛ no Bright Nyako ɔno deɛ Ukraine ɛna ɔbɔ ne bra ɔwɔ football team ɛwɔ hɔ watena hɔ akyɛ ɔsan so wɔ investment in Ghana ɔno ano bɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu kakra na yɛde abɛwie the story of how Russia's invasion of Ukraine, the impact ɛbɛnya ɛwɔ Ghana so. Na yɛsan so lucky to have yɛn nua baako ɔyɛ staff sergeant of the US Army Nana Frimpong so joining here right here in the US of A. Now also outbringing the perspective of the army and all of that. Nana Pacha
Boss, Major also.
Good. Me you say only bright no issues now discuss very sensitive, you know. It's understandable why it's here for now here for a human. But thanks for joining us. Me Pacha what he say here in the US.
CCA I'm not say free New Mexico State my mission be my Air Force for every mission before few months until Hannah was here me no say
yeah that's it now Ghana for for ni abusua for a wo fie no bebre no ayamhihie and all of that from the army's perspective near air so Ukraine following the invasion of that country by Russia. How do you see it from the army's perspective?
That's a question. In fact, question me a little bit dicey and funny enough on all social media near the idea among for say America, why are you guys sitting aloof? They mean to say, oh, America other than when you say meanwhile, so sometimes the normal business say na say yenya order from your commander in chief, the president. Yes, so America they might come home. In fact, a little bit dicey. However, when I see me being a soldier, I take orders from my superiors. My superiors also take orders from their superior, and ultimately it comes from our commander in chief. And when it comes to the military, your classes of information. Your information, the basic one, which is deemed as confidential. From confidential, if you want to work at the next level, which is secret. If you want to work at top secret, and based on the baby crow and as a level our own background, and a benya and a better information our own background you're privy to have. And nina and yet so you sit here soldier for your training, we're ready to obey the commands of those appointed of us. And train, but I can say in Yama or in America I say bet or deploy Koibia Europe ne adiadeno like they are ready. Say orders be maybe any idea that, but not to say Ochneya ya ko wana say BMC nimsika your commander in chief and na futu for the omeka na 88 into no ubisasa I think say the answer meet me the man no me name metime you ano kakra.
Yes, say one make a very cogent point. My man hold you on na me call Bright so Bright Ukraine or Ghana near upon the bra or Ukraine na my the vivid practical friend say instances and examples of what it is like on the ground. Bright, if I talk to me Sami Chabio. Hello, Bright. Bright, talk to me Nana mami samra ho ye has betimi afix Bright line na who yes so jeni how does it feel? Do you sleep thinking that the next day you are going for war or something? How does it feel?
you say yesterday once a soldier, always a soldier, and that's what we sign up for. To defend the Constitution of the United States against all odds, be it domestic or foreign. There shouldn't be any fear. And just stay glued to your phone and then taking orders from your superiors. And as a real soldier, you monitor your phone, for information or whatsoever. Yeah.
Okay. My I heard Bright. Now, Miss Samra. Bright, what's it because they say? Yeah, sure, sir. You bet here, Bright line, no, yeah, let's like because of the situation there in Ukraine. Yeah, managing to get him back on track on the line. Hello, Bright. Now, I mean, Samra, for once we wait for Bright again to fix it. Now, family-wise, wabusiafo muyamu shimo mikunu adebechi obeko and all of that. Can you paint a picture of how it feels like in the minds of the family? Because some of the social media says no di kan kan na yabusiafo wo Ghana ye namfofo we wi asa fa na nyina omunim sa wo ye sojani ana sa hu nipa bi wo sojani mu a ayemhihye any ehun kwa. What picture can you paint to the ordinary Ghanaian with regards to how it feels like being a Ghanaian and then in the army in the US, now war, SC Ukraine and Russia and team? What picture can you paint?
And definitely a idea. I think 2016. Yeah, man, say me join any idea. We catch Ghana Libya because senior come ye immigrant. I'll catch you via I'll join say be in Tokyo, America, we call Kubu and semi. So a young individual also senior BCI. And then we see kind of a nuclear family, enemy, little extended family. That is my sisters and cousins, and parents. I let them know, say, hey, this is what I'm doing. So it's kind of the constant communication. I wouldn't and painting a picture. Say, hey, this is what you're trying to do. Since you kind of my family back here in the States, they know, and constantly I stay in touch with them. And thanks be to God, so as I said, at least communication and as a technology-wise, you're able to even communicate with them, even when you are far or even near.
But the story is that you deploy you have no access to technology, and therefore you can't reach the family.
And yet 24/7 and more yeah. It is why once we deploy core AB Afghanistan, Syria, and also Iraq, where they are being, attacked or under fire, and then they have to return fire. And yet 24/7. Tomoko Krampa after 9 months. After 9 months, they come back and then they are replaced by another unit. So what we make sure and say, they are also grouped into platoons, and platoons are grouped into they are grouped into units and then platoons and then squads. So what I say, and you say platoon is 100. No, we are subdivided into squads. So what I say, into squad we say AB are making up of maybe 12 people and 9 people are this region. After some time, they have to be replaced by, mind you, you're machines. So what I say, you're machines. After some time, they have to be replaced by another squad. So then back to rejuvenate. And then during that rejuvenation, period, they have to, distress, and which also includes sometimes, reaching out to families back home, getting medical attention if they need be, and then, maybe getting ammunition, reset or whatsoever. And, definitely, definitely be able to, reach family, since you can, thanks to technology, and you say, Syria, and I say, Afghanistan, 5 months, the whole 5 months, want your family. I can guarantee, say, at least once a week there, you get a chance, if not every day, once a week there, with me, I reach a family, or whatsoever.
Okay. Right. This is Otemeka. Hello, Bright. Okay, Bright. So ultimately, can say dear in our Ukraine.
Tia no Ukraine there me team owner. Me boa youth and sasu boa student almost study in Ukraine. According to say educational or institutional country. We share Africa, Asia, Europe. Amaya who drop a brain omo nkrofo ha omo ko school binum doctors binum so engineering management a lot. It is for now the situation there empire na yebo say amay penny for no beba na omo manti asia ye djuma na bibia akoso breo because South Africa nia ye na ye one doesn't matter say bia nipa ni fi Ghana or fi Nigeria or other country and ye hu ye say busua baako to be free obi another city na ebia ntokwa esi ho a onim bia ordinity fa no wo tie even though enkan we bet bo say wo yam hihyew ema because other cities ekoso na yakohoda a ye wa yankofo ye we busuafo ene adofo ho ye na ye same because e kru no na de na ekoso and the same kru na now no ye wo mu and dangerous part ni say now no person won pie kru na ya block airport flight enko na e bimba enti now no he na wo befa ihu amanye foreigners na ye wo kru no but ye bompa say penifo be so ana na anti ase be ye djuma na bibia be ye fine and then it ya
na sani okay kese udi mu a oni Ghana for no bebre no a ewo nkitahodie because of your influence and impact on the Ghanaian community. Meaning say entokwane start here and share, but what's mean Ghana for no be interactive and what is their mood? Yenim say yes, they will be apprehensive, they will be afraid, but what detail can you give us in terms of how the Ghanaian community feels right now?
Because Ghana for no share nye ye team no kwani Ghana for omo hasi ye team no podie wo share Ghana for mo musa Ghana for no dodo na student Ukraine papa educational wide we bring a student all the cities across Ukraine we be Ghana ni wo I'm so much news in back home no obi ayem hihye no wo so mo ya bad time and the course no so anonya entino ama for flight to be share before na kasa no time ni so and they say we friend we say course na I broke line no course nko and an say be say no wo hwe na wan kasa ya say we put fear and panic because already now my boys ni na any other student na look up to me. Yes, to me, I come more down. No more, I show you indoor near there because as a fear new room more. Bibi cry and young P. or Musiti, no fear no crab it me ama. Bibi a fetty because the course na you go to one I to bomb. Now who's a bomb on a blast you baby. Now T2 can shoot. Do wow, who's all your money be that. And what I'm trying to do is say, me ma mo akuma atomu yena me nyomo akasa na machiro what they should do and what they shouldn't do. And they say ombewo inside pie basa na ina show you because I don't know I to say bia ye ba ye invade kuro no mu ende ana say china yes that sorry na yes omo invade kuro no mu 3 hours no yes ya block airport then I wait me ayo ayo who bet.
Now, are you in touch with the Ghana? I don't know if it's a high commission or it's an embassy or it's a consulate, whatever it is. More in touch.
Yeah. In touch with Mr. Smart student beef crab 4 to 6 students are now no over the weekend now more Ghana call Parliament House Ekushiampeni for and omu kasaye into omu so omu guso omu share how best the government of the nation no betumi edi na no atumu and say how best obetumi aboa students. I mean the Ghanaian students omu Ukraine. And also meaning penny for back when be akasa I mean to me bo omudin wo figure so but among for guso move to one among. I believe say in a short time, you know, a bit me feedback, positive feedback, a bit me aboa the Ghanaian students and our footballers together. Na be to me come.
Ghana, your mission and answer embassy and our consulate, your friends in Ukraine.
Moscow, Russia, Ukraine, yeah,
Until your mission or Russia, say.
And then I will the mission or Russia, Ukraine, yeah, embassy, yeah, was.
Now, what's the be free your mission in Russia, in Moscow?
Yeah, TTB, but you exact feedback, strong feedback.
What are you hearing? Yeah, what exactly have you heard from the
no? It's like communication air cost between the Ghana government and the embassy in Moscow. It's what you say be a response in a little quicker or faster. Now you have the necessary things to do, and I say a bit to put in place. It's for now, we share many of the students now almost sitting to Kwane Kosu Bebre no Amuna Janiko one city Poland or Lviv and Vinistia Romania border. And many of them know these places. Especially students from Sumy, any other cities like the capital of Ukraine, and Kiev, Kharkov, Nisa, Momokeke, Kamuna Miches, and Tokone Echo, so city the morning, the Omuna Echo, Ejaniko border for now.
How do you feel, right?
The feeling it dear, I mean, you quite and yet, now, we say, Makoy leader, and a leader like this, no, who knows to be first, we encourage you. Because now we are looking up to you. And to woman fear no, now both which means someone will do it in there. They don't know what to do. And to encourage you who it and Paiboni Yamiasen. Because now no, so maybe tough for man answer because be slow now. No, I'm dimaching so what they will do. So yeah, share your hoodie. So they were actually being be actually or more share no. The situation there is very bad. It's very bad. Be to me can be a raw, but we share other cities need the Kosovo. It's very, very bad. And yet.
Yeah, but banana from Ponso, but my main Musa we are son of my corona from Ponso. Meaning say and Tokano and Fiti Precope. There were signals, there were signs, the handwritings were clearly on the wall. Say Enche. Why now Russia for I no mui. Who feel a little disappointed, say no, it's late, somewhat late in the day, because then one would have imagined said there were pragmatic measures ahead of the invasion. Say, so up to some no can say, even though more make frantic efforts, but Monte if penny for her. Make us penny for because Monsa and Sumoni Kata, you can't do it by yourselves. You think it's late in the day, plans were not ahead of time and all of that? Are you caught in kind of a friend saying, were you caught pants down, so to speak?
It's and I'm interested. I don't know, and yes, a static, a crack. It was just by like misunderstanding na Koso. And now I believe say be no like there will be mutual agreement. Obi abeti ne ho ase said be a fine. When I'm trying political way, based on penifo no mudi kro n'anim na say penifo me enu na am say omo hwe na aman other aman penifo no so ahwe na omo aka. Na omo guso omo ka. It's for them to invade, they're just seconds no the room. And then yeah, they bet me I can say seriously. No. Yeah, that's sorry, I was BBC could have possibility. But before by verbal conversation, any kasak and a normal car.
Okay, right. Member, I hope you Nayabe Kasa Afa, your life in Ukraine, the impact you have made on the people of Ukraine, especially the Ghanaian community, your investments as in the football, in the education, and all of that. And how the fear heightens by the minute with regards to the prospective impact on your investments. It's important, my time, also. Now, yes, I call Nana Frimpong, or yeah. Staff Sergeant of the U.S. Army, or Ghana Nimo now, or America Army Numa, all my perspective of the Army in situations like this. Nana Bajo, what sign at what's it bright? What can you say? Listening to a practical experience on the ground, what can you say from the Army's perspective once again?
Yeah, definitely. The Americans say, first of all, as a Christian, Yankopon ensure me the now come because in who the ball because be quite who be that. So what I say be a TV show and I say story muna or read and I say but we seem to have a practical experience. Say the say be out to any easy. I definitely feel for them. But what I can tell them is or more and reach out to, I don't know how, is it a consulate mission or embassy or whatever, but I say unfortunately based in Moscow, Russia. But I think that they should come together at this point because we need they need each other. So I say now they should stay safe. They should stay safe now. And yeah, then Pabonsu Taomachi.
No, is it that easy? You can make without these simple but loaded questions of whether it's easy because a technical person in that regard because we'll be our Army officer also who rank Costro now what to find Akwa or Miami say in situations like this who are practical feel obi ordinary person from away from the Army and all of those. Is it that easy to say
it's not. But okay, and I was stressing, they should take, orders and keys from, one other. Saying no, Sikano, and so almost say places need be safer than others any other day. And he said, Sikano, he said, Hasini, you safer. But at this point, we can be and you say because him say anano pay breaking news. I'm monitor. I'm say American intel say him say the target of Russia and say or more overtake the capital. And if and of course in the capital honor the seat of the government, so when she say who overtake capital they are saying just say where we be like they should come together. It's not easy and I say easier but easy but me as a soldier in times of war we take orders so what I say and baby and also and I say Russia for go Ukraine or maybe me Russia and me could twin time baby no. They take orders from, Ghana, you say orders from above. So you take orders from, your superiors. Say, hey, this is our game plan. So I think that they should stick with that. And then, you beat me and say it in Bible. And seems we take orders from, above. So you can say, so you be, easy, but
because listening to Media Bright in Summer Walk. I see myself in that situation. So if I were there today and caught in that situation, how would the feeling be like? So and also I'm very happy to have you two on the line because more you are coming from the professional positions in terms of maybe our one experience, no impact on the situation. I'm finding it difficult to understand. Nana, is it a case that you think that our leadership has been lackadaisical in approaching the matter going forward?
Leadership, Ben, now, yeah. Can you be a little bit specific?
Leadership with reference to with Ghana, because Utie Brighter, yes, as in Pofrimu, but the writings were on the wall. Now discussions also. Now Nkomo also. Yesterday, I may follow news in Ghana. Parliament is now deliberating and trying to argue whether or not we should go and fly Ghanaians to Ghana. It's been some debates. I think it's very funny because there should be contingencies for such issues in Ghana. Na nya afre na akoba wie no Ghanaian students all went. Many of them are on Ghana government scholarship packages. It's Ghana buying and Ghana buying an air home. It's Ghana buying should have contingency ready for some of these things, emergencies like that. Now, after in a parliament debating, making argument, normally politics, MPP forces say, NDC forces say, MPP forces say, these are the reasons why we need e-levy paid. It makes me feel like you're not ready for people
Because
around.
yeah, and let me go back a little bit. Me raw so that I didn't go have me any part such as here. Ain't and say you starting unfold, to say the subway aqua safe haven ama hundreds, if not thousands of Ukrainians. Honum. A be any more pets or kramai or mokra and quada and kokra and which I said, like, how? And to Kofi Nami Bisam said a simple question was, into Sabi said John saw and answer Sabi, you people so Jan and I, it be new how a bad day. Kofi. And I don't know the weather. Dr. Bright beats me up, boy. I mean, America had him say winter, but if you want to dress, I'm saying so at least, even if it's not winter, cry, in says spring and fall, so very cold. And he, and yes, summer, definitely in yes, summer. And he, what are Democrat Kofi? I would do not Sabri, which just it. You know why I want to see it, but going back to question of Bisamino, sometimes if you don't have the intel capacity and that capability, you can tap from other people. So me here, American intel, almost citizens, any other European countries, UK example, I say Munfri Honum. Yes, and I liked it when you were asking, Dr. Bright to say there were, the handwritings all, on the walls. And what did we do? And this is, sorry to say, shame on, the part of the Ghanaian government. Well, we need intel, no, we need BBC, just, take you from that. Then you need to act fast because Dr. Bright I don't think this Sabri, apart from, military aircraft and a plane, civilian plane, and I said commercial plane, and who me fly to or from Ukraine. No, ain't me. Ain't say too late. It's too late. And it's very sad. And if people are saying our dear parliamentarians are, debating on this at this point, and some are bringing in e-levy, it's below the belt. Sorry to say, but yeah.
Bright. Hello, Bright.
Yes, hello.
Yeah. Mepacho, you're saying about the war now, because no Pacho, your time for coming, I may free so your time for coming and from Pong. Me say a painting picture to the person watching or listening to us. Exactly what do you do? How long have you been in Ukraine? Then away or Ukraine? Yet so impactful on the lives of Ghanaian students in Ukraine. Now you feel free about your investment in Ukraine and its effect on Ghana going forward.
That's it. Now I'm to be a student. Sportsman. Me steady no now. I'm say the youth me ball no Korfo bebre na efre say membo omo kwala na so mo ni ball no easy say we obi be kokoko team musa entino na my wife ono so ne je sports to hwe de wa boys ni bobo no si no antino obetumi di aboa na media boa on crowd friend million because of Africa. Media boa million no. And I'm sure a good decision. And now me were 1 or 2 boys are omo ni efi kakra. No mo kra about different teams. And I'm the 2 men say this is the idea and I say plan. Omo no so mbetumi aba na ye na yaka ye ho abom na ya team ni dia. My wife is ready to sponsor us. Na ya shase. And pa so you started bibi kakra na omo wosoro but me ni omo kasa na omo G2 mo mbeboa because bi omo ko ball e na me lead omo then time me omo ko other teams mo ntenemu no ba no so ya de Mr. Broni di okasa obeya de obeya onye tino boy na ye shase along the line after the student no go so bia over different city kura ni nije ho na wa frɛ oh me bobo go so bad time bia from me ba we bobo na ye gusu ye boasa ntino edi mo na ebenya boafo kakra na no support ya and the team ne be ye kese and we share Ukraine football side in so is the first African football team in the history of Ukrainian football. It may ya did ni bia na boa no so ya boa bebre na ye gusu so boa me to me come details bebre but asifin na ye susuda ya mpra ne se BBC betumi ato oman Ukraine and then it's no way and I say nyoma bebre but like I said nenyesi ntimpa na yes si ana ebe say aman penifo no na omude omanu betumu na mayade asunbia because word yenye the way atmosphere any tension koso see kromu bombu ye airport ona corona is before no they are all together into no mumu strong force any weak force so almost start here no almost strong force bia ho the one almost start is almost say ho first ina ya bombo or jada ho what you do unya sunji amit nya ka for now no
Right, or investment be Ghana yes school project me wa
you Ghana and you I say because the idea is in the plan is you be board the youth through education and sports because for yedin and a for so napa and these are the things Africa not only in Ghana alone Africa talent in and for you to get someone to push you no yedin sportsman it before I may break it through and I say me come out me free lower level in the bar upper level me who na say no if that's the case why not in ye BBM boa the youth no mobile to be sure yati academy kura e Ghana and you only Ukraine has see pen e boa football yati academy e Ghana me no okay main team no kura e bo division 2 from Yaya Hasi and yes as you send the come more last week no mo share league asi me no okay Sunday o mo bo match just person make asana boys no bi ato mo so o mo camp and I say bia because mo so gina ko no mo ko bo match they have to have free mind na o mo timi en si akan na o mo so hia victory tibi o mo catch so o mo come akoma to mo yibna yeah safe yes safe or says safe na make no just say person me di hu be show mo na e stable mo o mo Sunday match no mo bon akoma so say be boa na who say only one person so to me here it all the time pa e bon say ya me be kan omo is na omo to me aboa
right
two teams no
so Koda how does it feel like Koda say and wa Koda how are they going to sleep and people try me tell
easy sir because now no since yeah Koda na dey achi here na ya call you juma so like normal we used to do before na you sorry na enyoman ko ne sa no because you sorry Thursday kura na you train here wa hase o and apart the na government now so say no gathering bibia ya can see bibia bank nye juma eti wo be wo so scan crowd bank crowd na wontumi wo say nka wo ko ATM machine nipa be 500 600 700 no mugina one machine.
Wow.
Who grounds na wo beti as wo beti the American asi who sisi na who da
I'm meeting your canasi because of how you are presenting the matter. Shops, how the shops look like? Grocery stores, shops, and all that. Are you able to buy enough food?
Yeah, ya tobi and I gususu ya tobi, but because of the situation, who rush supermarket krana, any pom wo hono uncountable because now no obi anya we and obi so unprepared. Struggle please obenya bibidi ekugu fie. Sika ina won a card so we say Europe there most of the times so you first scan share bottom the way we used to do in Africa we sika card so and now most of these shops now they are not taking cards with the card who to do the card to your corona in fact I won't say be or somebody go to idea where you can't and now ru kwa ko you machine so corona uncountable people to bet who to me and thought the opposite won't talk for now no.
Wow.
Echo D line so say be able to me withdraw bibi kakra. Enye easy. Ube ko machine we sika na sa wo mu. Ube ko machine we enye ube ko and e chisa. Enye me in-law bi na or yeah my wife adoye with personal cash out to me consistent bia. Ka bet bia ka say nda kran ka yin to me to bibia. Shewo any the fact who could die I am sure because who knew the because now you to me to fright or nam you ya bombo na be hwe dan so et bia na ya me anya fofia na bia fright the way keep air cost obi o dani de mu a onim send they were protecting him like ompi na fright abet ya hwe mo dan so easy can you share the biwo I am sure intino say ubisa ami man no nana frimpon no because all experience and I can tell you more say this time no koda I am sure but and I make empire bo I mean a boni pa ho ban no I share so na bibia enko yi na ye ho enye
Nana Frimpong.
Yes, sir.
Fabitus way, separate what to the amount.
Definitely. Like I said, your focus. Okay, yeah, same thing. We nipa ansana ushata na mwabeda ni sujeni. The only you say we take orders from our superiors. You share uniform, you fit to. That's the only difference between me and Dr. Bright. You kind of say you do the same duty. Nipa. In the I'm definitely. But I'm say as I'm penny for say afidi a year boy ni sunku. I don't want people to assume say and our listeners to assume say oh you see you American I definitely try to put myself in his shoes. It's not easy. Awkward there because you see almost fly rockets like haphazardly. And I follow news a dying just as civilians street say good news in the Ukrainian soldiers in the baby to me suppress Russian military number Russia found back out. But street no anchor no not just a nipa be which say or did that it's that's not what we wanted. Such as into sending bicycle at this point Kofi him say empaba na yimu dodo na yede better much say nyame enye it be in as much as so for your wish say bianki bitimi enso actually e mema sam so ni sika we take orders from in penipun yemo mpa iji yankopon di no yemo mpa na yemo hwe omo so wo say nyame na be kra wo na ya hwede enormous besi akọ.
Now, Ibusa, Bright said, and Ra or Cordano na etinisay na or Codabiana, what's the feeling like? Mammy was the same question. Because more somebody bet me alcohol. When you bet now ukita orders, you see a deployer. Who was a military officer, what you can count. The difference between you and the ordinary person, how does it feel when you are going to bed? Are you going to bed thinking that many better as I call Poland and I call Ukraine?
We are prepared. We are prepared. Into every phone cry. I'm said with the I'm say vibration na the better. So I saw that because anytime be a bit me about. Into the same let me see kind first of all based on we unit near the other. Into your unit be on my catch say more you are on standby. Into Sabri or more prepare or pack your bag BBS economy. Just a little, knowledge about the unit, Yamamu because Yintimi America say Abia, Yasuja for winning 1 million, Intim Guinea, into Abia, a Mukakra. It's okay. I didn't starting for on say Pentagon, my orders say 7,000 troops on standby, meaning so follow say, so those people, they were told, say, hey, prepare. Inti Kasana, even more or less, or prepare you on standby. Inti a G Kunkro, and not just a multiplane, not just a more, sanity is so near, when the orders trickle down, you are prepared and, we be able to see, sanity.
Now, what call deployment? Meaning some more strategies and more mission and more reasons why you go where for whatever mission. So, what cover this now and Tokwa cost of sunny air costs say or Ukraine noir. Now we are as a human being foremost. Paint a picture to us. Let's see how it feels like on the ground where people have been bombed, shot dead, dying, people are dying, shakers and all of that. Innocent women and Palau Nomoma and Mrantia Adriani Freecom. As a military officer, paint a picture to the world.
You can definitely you have feelings. But once you offer military review rules of engagement and your free being so Geneva Convention, which unless a normal be bra or see any normal any quasi example is so called naso car and answer plane beer. So Red Cross sign on Red Cross and white one man I just say military so you don't bomb it and I say you don't shoot at them because for medical purposes. And one of the rules I urge Geneva in says who attack and I say upra or opponent and that's when you hear medical attention into other now was say the medical means that's one of the rules. Yes, our rules of a prisoner of war so I know maybe I'll say and I say no one to me and any other another rules in the say yakwa and cra into your having civilians, women and children and come into Abribias America could be crampona be a cotton be an asia mission be so you make you sure say there were minimal impact on civilians or there were minimal or no civilian casualties any other day. There are rules of engagement any other day. So a soldier forecast or more call one as a missioner, we are going against the opponent, military, personnel as well. Omni no menya and yet sebi men makona ebia mafetu na mihu sebi or ba a painful moment and crana me fire on debi your rules of engagement any other day. But him say and yes sana yehuno the economy because you civilian homes view are blast. In fact, right, it's not easy because Ukodakra would name sad if a chimbe officer what done a safe Abiana yato bomb campo abebo coffee easy, but there are rules of engagement you follow any idea and yes your call will be able to be an Debbie and your cons why your plans and as a strategy has in a attack any ade. Nti say or who so I'm say no pay yes him say enra before see koda no say be 139 Ukrainian soldiers if my things a number na ekostro by CCI ka say there. But one news article na media say one last and a few words of a Ukrainian soldier and say now Russian tanker be approaching Oma one say this is a Russian military tanker. Do surrender and yes there will be consequences. Now you can go to hell or use to F word no. And unfortunately I say tanker no only she a bomb, and I think so. I'm saying that about 13 Ukrainian soldiers in the Wasa area. How much omunina a perishe any ade. Into no Kofi ask from.
Right, Mpacho. Hello, right. Hello, right.
So, me also.
Mpacho, your head as it's when you're Brahma. Yeah, the baby so enche. Me a short and come over to us. Friend say, Kosuya, I bet Tan Wakasa. But again, now, the Ebeja inquiry say, what do what some bar we are now born a tough. Then I'm Ebeja inquiry because then we are going to be trying to push this matter as far and as much as we can. Send the needed response.
Say, already near the petition I got to Pennyfuanim Ghana already. And no Pennyfona Motubia also Mutu, and I said, don't bet you can crown between me.
Right. Did we even have to come to this point where I was some petition by Ansana? That's the main TRCN said, why does it have to take Ghanaians to petition the government who knows the ins and outs of what's happening right now on the ground in Ukraine for them to want to make an effort? Diplomacy is not too much for situations like this. Why must we wait? Why must we petition? Why must Parliament be discussing and debating whether we should go and elect Ghanaians or not? Why do we come to this point?
Africa, and I will share only Ghanaians. Most of the African countries are facing the same situation. On the Ekotisreni Chapani, the Pampeni Fono. Yene Asama Bayer. For the Disradian, the two when you say, and I'm on 2 beyond bet me too. Where bet me a bois, the citizens, I think Ghanaian student, and I'm share Ukraine. Me a kasa personally, say Ukraine Kurana coming say Ghana for Enkola Ewo Habiblisa. Uncountable. Every city you see a Ghanaian.
I see.
So most of them now penny for Enkola.
I am penny for more Ghana and Omomaba school.
Yes.
And you can be sure that a good number of them are politicians.
See, and I say, see. Also, Nisika, you can study in Europe, especially as a medical student. My summarize BBS say penny. Most of them now penny for Enkola. And also other countries now, they be not at the flight. Even grab pick you or before, sign your money the ABCC.
I see.
Yes, Romu say, sorry, no more 200. At least, young BB bet me see. And I bet me if baby aba. Yeah, na me line na cat. Yeah, na me line na cat. I say, be a mina me touch phone. Calls and messages.
No, yet to us, and we appreciate your patience and your time. Yet to us,
leader to be a PBBT, we are into my say, you'll be a cock running now on the because who Kasabi bless who put fear and panic because your only grounds on TS here. And I will say, will be our better say, war be idea about deadly. War the bit me cool will be at any time because Tani, it's the day and the pan will be shoot too now. future your mind future medical student egu ni parent but abanisa no wonya me normal enti ono so be frɛ o me ba wa ha say yesterday o my penny for now mutumi to him o ye hu at least me eye ogidi o mu say o mu sorry no mutu hu no mo kakra o betumi aye mwa bi bibi betumi aye de esi if nothing at all kra na o betumi mobilize other Ghanaians no na mo bia o mo push o mu ina akọ bia nearby borders na from hono mo nya mbo bi o betumi ne o mo aka no then maybe they will use that little space now hono maybe o mo enter different country now from there no betumi abo because for no man for more no antumu no man boa citizens na ebe because obi
Right, me ma won kasa nche ya say womre dada in say we are very hot cake. You are the orbit or the pivot now in Ukraine. Ghana ni bia say obeti bi pa e dey free ho and answer emwa obetimi di abo Ghana for no. Ya the Ghana nyame beda wase na mom ya bompa ya tamochi. Ye be san abomodi answer ye be ba ohobium na ya to ankomo so na yes, we betimi aye for Ghana to know and to understand, why they need to be proactive going forward. No, once we have the lines, we'll be working the lines together. My main fact just two messages. We for want of time, the time as soon as that. Obiasa Obusa and say, yeah, Rauf Kasim was say, did I hear that without e-levy we cannot bring Ghanaians home? Another question Obusa said, or Ghana Parliament, there was this debate in Parliament on the floor, and the argument was that one of the reasons why we must pay e-levy as Ghanaians, so we can go and bring Ghanaians to Ghana, which didn't make sense and does not still make sense to me. But Rauf, if that is what you heard, I heard same argument on the floor of Ghana's Parliament. There were one more to pick, and then we can go because of time. But Nana from Pombewi, it's rather unfortunate this is happening in this 21st century. God have mercy on us. Hetty, Frimpon, Hetty, Edasi. Very sad, very despicable, unimaginable, and sickening. I don't know why it's happening this way, but this is where we are. The emphasis is on the 21st century, where these things must not and should not happen. So we'd see Bright in Summer War Canwa. It looks like Ghanaians have been left stranded and to their fate. But we'll see and we'll pray. So better late than never, as they say, BBC. Bright, that's it. You ever sign so and wakasa. Thanks for your time.
Once again.
Nana Frimpong, yeah, you also be our because in some mission na Ghana hodo yenso ya hodo abusia ye no bo na mo wanyamre any ekasa. Na main answer na be we so no make us for the sensitivity of this discussion. That is why Nana Frimpong any Bright Minano one who munim in terms of coming live on video. And that's what it is. You better to also the free hall. Nana dear na we Ghana for a coin in terms of any that's one and all of that as obi away so jani penny or American army now we Ghana here who be who pen and then now the giant coin
we didn't say Dr. Bright in fact no Kofi saw one number Mr. Yana what I reach out to him because he's say obi a friend no on so one on friend no so what I say in times like this now say I'm also reaching out to him now finding out we okay saying say because sometimes we think so stress out who call the crowd one person be fat that also far I think at this point mental health sick mom Dr. Brighton someone reach out to him now and Messi in the name say I'll say you're coming together because he said yeah you can check akano but it things in bia ayana sebi especially among ye Ghanaians me ho ase twitwi near the other bet I think it's a cyber maybe I'll say you forgo all those, barriers now you come together, especially in your more honum. Na yen so a yini hono yen fa empabo any gidipa entire omechi. Oh, we should honma yen the Ghanaians they should, be reaching out to one another, checking, on one another and say, oh, in Subako at least with me actually because sending up bright easy can easy. Easy. The panic we can panic buying. Where reality is happening. It's in your panic buying. Because ATM no can I was I was adding all the pieces. ATMs no. I was because me no mean say ATMs they sika no any pan this kakushim. Twice me say ATM ko sika free. But say obi so demand say also this kakushim ATM but say no ATM na mafo ko sika no. Sika na sa. Yet to bomb to back on ko adwuma no akwa dey wakofele ATM ni bi. Sika ni and enye easy but enra meeting kakra we freebie and I'm my what's American as Ghana na ya because we dey we chichi but kofi you need when there is a cyber attack a bit me our kwenya so some years ago if not 2 or 3 or 4 so kofi so obekaya there was a cyber attack UK landing to be precise. I'm at Heathrow Airport. Not planes in 2 planes inland. The means okay.
Yeah.
It was as a result of cyber attack. Cyber attack they found by cyber 80 million be brave. Inti we the freebie na me say information and say America. You can call it, panic buying or whatever. You who the see COVID era. Commodities like toilet paper, canned foods. And especially as I can say, in some physical cash country. And he said that is of course who is going to be a bank at the Mr. Kofi Corner Echo Alpha ATM Niku Yisi Kakaton because you say full prices so they definitely have a cost. Just say we are anticipating all these. And the good news is Uko Yi cash and I said down I said Yamia don't be busy and see I'll that's down. BBI to the what's that the bank. But hope he said in do baby he anticipates a bit Juno in Drusana and when yintimi penifo nhyehyɛ na asomdwe ntimi mmra nti no
na coming my way so now I'm happy to bright that's your line so there's this question you need to or say ask staff sergeant to advise students on safety procedures. And another question is Ukraine equipped for this war with regards to accoutrements on the fight? Are they able to fight? Are they prepared? Are they well armed? These 2 very important questions. Any idea, Nana? Remember Bright was a Bright was on the Napon.
Okay. When it comes to safety, there's no, right or wrong. Once a situation depicts, the safety protocol. And meet me at the same office now, Maryland, but it might be different from, what is actually happening on the ground. So I just say, and Ushufia over Casse. Hey, you see, take an example, tornado, you see, kwashe ABR or bathtub, and I say, kwashe or whatever. But when I'm more honum, so what I say, sending a bright sea canon, if you say Sakru, we see, because I don't think, say, all the cities and ABI and attack. Inti, Semufi say, baby is safer than a year, na baby, I want to ensure that you safer. Come together as a group. So what I say, young could download that, reach out to one another, na move free baby. Ebi amona ehonye safe na monko baby ebi ehwe safe. So there's no like mean can but example em say if you news almost say subway which is underground and definitely any very safe. But I don't just say ebi subway no Accra taking ebi Ghana for example or Greater Accra region now northern region and you person chinchina you person ukwa Accra na okohonom so what you say. Find a safe spot in baby or na but if you say I get you to a point that home you safe reach out to and pay for and answer friends na definitely. But again I cannot overemphasize this. We have you guys at heart and in our prayers. And then to the next question I think that ɛno deɛ ɛdene sɛ me ansa saa next question that's me ama vivid answer, but America and then our European allies, UK for example, and then France, we equipped the Ukrainians with lots and lots of military gadgets, at least a movie to me at the repel but again 10 over 10 or I don't know if you get what I mean, or whatever, a hard question to answer, and
And right, I'm seeing pictures. Unfortunately, I cannot show the pictures here, but my home pictures I just said, Nipa Ako Ghana Parliament. I can see pictures of my delegation, with Ghana's members of Ghana's Parliament. Mukoya, Mukodi, and Kitahone, and Komo, and all of that. But sadly enough, Bibian Shadan Frimumai, a friend and mother so train said the Bibi Frimuaba, 7 years and Papa, 10 years and Papa, you are still waiting. How does it feel to be left so uncertain in a situation like this, right? Never Japan. Hello, Bright. Well, I am saying, yeah, Bright, he must be very busy. But Nana, my also see now for the time and for the opportunity. Meaning, himself, we are very tight, and these are sensitive security matters. But Ghana, hold on to when your time at the Amayan. The best about hope you to us because from the way things are going in Ukraine, we need to be discussing this going forward with regards to how it impacts and influences the parties in Ghana. Yeah, that's it, Pinana.
Miss Mendasi, thank you.
Yeah, Miss Shaw. Well, it was for me. It's been Ghana in the eyes of God. We are live on TV LYB, based in North Carolina in the US of A. Nyami Adma, Yabesai Ababium, with other interesting running stories or impact on Ghana. Yadamasi, Sir Monyamre na money at so up to this time. Once again, thank you for joining us.